KD has epilepsy. They say KD is sick. They say no, ma. I was I was crying. Guys, it's your girl AK, and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. How do I look? Thank you all for engaging my previous video on pregnancy, labor, miscarriage. People like I'm a boy. All the congratulations I received, congrats. If you want me to carry belly, you know go work for now. Not yet, at least. I'm still a baby girl for life. Check me out. Anyways, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is NK Ume. I'm a YouTuber based in Abuja. Kindly subscribe, like my videos, comment, and share to your friends. We are here for it all. We are going all out. Anyways, today I'm going to be doing the part 2 of that video you guys loved so much. Pregnancy, blah 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 blah. But today we're talking about postpartum, which means after pregnancy. After pregnancy. You think it ends after pregnancy. The work just began. After your pregnancy, after labor, it's a whole different ballgame altogether. When they say when you give birth, the pain goes away. I said it previously. It doesn't go away. It just makes it worth it. It doesn't go away. The pain is there. If this is the kind of video you would like to watch, can you stay tuned? And I'll be right back. See ya. Welcome back. Let's just dig in. I can't wait to give you people this hot gist. Since you people liked it now, because I can see hot gist. So, after I had that little rascal of mine that has stressed my life, after I had my baby boy KD, I told you they cut me, right? Yes, they cut me. They gave me like, I think 2 TRB. I don't even know. They cut me. And I feel it got to my butthole because it was a terrible experience. After I pushed him out, then they started stitching me up. I felt the pain of the stitches. At first, when they cut me, I didn't feel the pain. Like, I didn't feel anything. But when they were now stitching me, the contraction was over. I had given birth. It was a different ball game altogether. I felt like I was being sewn like clothes. You know how London tailors, the one that they sew clothes. That's so they were sewing me. Yeah? I was shouting, I can feel it. It was so painful. But they did the job, and then I started shaking. They said it was the aftermath of all the drugs they had given me, because they induced me, they gave me painkillers, all those things. It was the aftermath of everything they had given me. So I was shivering. I was literally shaking. Then I had an episode where I started crying. My tears was not explained to most, only the nurse. The nurse I told that I loved was when I explained it to. I was crying because I had given birth on my father's bed then. I was so scared that, oh, my dad is sick and I'm giving birth on his birthday. Maybe God wants to kill my father. I cried there. She was not telling me, why are you being negative? Don't be negative. Don't worry. They would enjoy their birthday together. He would live long to see this boy grow. He's going to be there for all his milestones. She encouraged me, and then, okay, I said, okay. Then they brought my husband in. They brought my sister in. A little tip. When you have your baby, you know this colleague they usually have, ignore all these medical doctors. The first thing that child should take is coconut water. Like coconut water. Take coconut, sieve the water very well, and give that child that coconut, fresh coconut water. Let him drink it and have peace. Let you have peace also. Let that baby not be crying for you. Just follow this story. Do it and tell me. And if you have done it before, leave a comment down below. Let people see that it works, because it worked for me. It has worked for almost all my sisters, It works magic. It is magical. It works wonders. So they brought my husband to the baby. They was like, let me see my wife. She has been through a lot. Like, oh baby, you pushed. I can't believe it. And I'm like, get out. What do you mean you can't believe it? Do I look like a child to you? Do I look like a baby? I'm a big girl. He was so excited. He hugged me, and then I went to bed. I went to lie down. Carried KD, gave him his coconut water, did everything, all the ceremony they had to do for him. And then I went to bed. I was receiving congratulatory messages. People were messaging me. I just switched off my phone and had to go to bed. I needed to sleep because I hadn't slept all day. I went to bed. Then I wanted to ease myself. As I tried to get down from the bed, hey, pain. The pain I was feeling was something else. You know how, like, as if you had a bad injury in my vagina. Oh my God, the pain was terrible. I came down from that bed with help. I couldn't come out alone. No, I was literally holding things, and the nurse on duty came and helped me, brought me down. I I was in severe pains. Severe pains. I would not lie. I would not even sugarcoat it. I believe that mothers sugarcoat it for us. They don't tell us as it is. They try to make us feel good and feel better. They just give us just little stories here and there. Like, I'm going the whole 9 yards. The whole 9 yards. It is not an easy one. It is painful. It is stressful, and it's messed up. I came down from that bed in pain. I was eating myself. I was feeling pains. I was just frustrated. But we continue moving. Okay, time. Feed your baby. I brought out my breast milk. Put in Katie's mouth. He stopped. He put it again. Okay. I have an inverted nipple. And before I gave birth, they told me, okay, keep massaging your nipple with Vaseline, massage it with hot water, try and use the syringe to drag it out. Your husband should suck it. I did everything. Every day after bath, in the bathroom, I would press it, massage it, do everything, Vaseline, warm water, everything. I'll tell my mom, baby, please help me, bring out the nipple. I need it to be out before the baby comes. Baby came and nipple was still inverted. I have terrible inverted nipples, and then Kelly refused to suck. If you put it, he remove his mouth. I was frustrated. I was like, oh, he doesn't want to suck. We're just moving. We'll give him glucose water, give him glucose here and there. So that night, the night after, as 20th night after I had Kelly, time to go to bed. Mind you, I've not had enough sleep because I'm also in pain. All the drugs, injection they had given me was already wearing out. So I was lying down there. Katie, sleep. Katie, sleep. Katie, suck breast. You put Katie, he will suck breast. You just do and sleep off. 2 seconds breast suck. He will sleep off. Go and lie him down. I'll lie down. I could lie down. My husband has slept off since. And before we know it, Katie will wake up and he'll cry. Hey, we'll jump up. Put him. He'll suck, sleep off. You lie him. He'll cry. I wasn't getting a decent sleep that night. There was one, he screamed. The nurse ran, thinking that we had thrown Katie on the floor. Like, we didn't harm the boy. The boy is the one harming us. He refused to sleep. He refused to eat. Nothing. That whole day, that whole night, that was how we were doing it. You lie him down, he will cry. You lie him down, he will cry. My husband did not blink. Nami born. Nami pushed the bed, begin. Now in the sleep. Who's supposed day night watch? He said, in his defense, he has not yet slept. Since I was in labor, he did not have peace of mind. Nami can't get peace of mind. My man was sleeping in the same room, not as if he was in a different room. In the same room where I was with Katie and Ako. And my guy was sleeping deep with the whole noise. Katie was screaming his lungs out and his father was sleeping. To show you how bad this is, I'll put a video of Katie's father and his so-called Auntie Sharon sleeping in the sitting room as Katie was crying. Katie was crying loud. They were sleeping. I heard Katie from the kitchen. That's where I heard Katie from. So you know that he has a track record of sleeping like a fowl. Anyway, the morning came. We were still struggling with the sucking. He was not letting. He wasn't allowing him to suck. It was frustrating for me because just suck the damn thing because it's painful. And he puts his mouth, he sucks. It's painful. And he removes it. It is painful. So the fact that he's removing his mouth was frustrating me too. It was frustrating me. So we were there now. We kept trying. I was feeding him almost every 30 minutes, if not less than that. So I can't really remember, but excuse me. I was feeding him every 30 minutes. It was a bad situation for me. He wasn't sleeping deep because he wasn't sucking much. So he was clearly hungry. His stomach was empty. But I suffered. Mothers go through a lot. Mothers suffer. Take it from me. They don't have it easy. It doesn't matter if it was CS. It doesn't matter if it was normal delivery. They suffer. They go through a lot. I, for one, went through a lot. Speaking from experience. They discharged us. We went back home. Went back home, was still the same procedure. They were telling me to get easier. Don't worry. When you express the milk, KD would be sucking from the bottle. He would adjust. He would do this. Okay, fine. Slowly, I was having an engorged breast. My breast was as hard as rock. KD wasn't sucking it properly. It was hard. Very, like, I could see the veins on my breast. It was irritating to me. At that point, it was very irritating because why are you not sucking? I told my husband, okay, what are we going to do? He says, to her buy milk. Forget exclusive in the mud. Exclusive in the mud. Ask questions. Okay, my sisters, I'm privileged. My sisters are experienced. So they said, okay, buy Aptamil. Aptamil milk, as a then, was 8,500 for a tin. And that tin, my sisters and my brothers, mommies and daddies in the house, they would drink that tin of milk in 3 days. That's if you even said up to 3 days. In 3 days. That was how Kiddy was taking it. 3 days. If you don't have money, if you don't have any source of income, you have no business carrying belly. You have no business having a baby because you will be begging from one street to the other looking for how to take care of that child. And the child did not beg you to be born. So get ready before you think of having a baby because it is expensive. That shit is very expensive. That aside, we introduced milk to KD. I didn't do exclusive. We started feeding KD milk. He was taking his milk. I had to cut the feeding bottle to be a bit bolder because KD, we realized he was a lazy sucker. He doesn't suck for long if he's not coming out properly. He just wants you to put it in his mouth and the thing is pouring inside his mouth, which was why he could not suck my breast because it was inverted. It wasn't pouring. You have to put in work to suck the breast. KD wasn't doing that, so he was bottle feeding literally. I started trying to express. I'm not one to sit down at a place and express and hold it and be expressing. It's not my calling. It's not my calling. I was frustrated from expressing. Onye will shout from now till tomorrow. Sit down, make it a routine. Express morning, afternoon, night. Routine. And every day I will sit down and I'll be expressing. Milk wasn't coming out much. My breast wasn't engorged. The pumping, the breast pump was not pumping it properly. I think that's the word. It wasn't because my breast was not. I don't know how to explain it. It was just very hard. The breast was not coming down. Onye's mother-in-law had to press my breast to release it. My husband had to suck out the milk. I mean, wasting my breast milk to release the breast. That's how painful it was. That's how painful. And when I went online, I came on YouTube. We don't talk about it enough. Women don't talk about it enough. They only face pregnancy journey. They don't talk about postpartum at all. They don't talk about it at all. For days, for weeks, I couldn't sit down like a normal human being. I would hold things to sit down. I would hold things to stand up. If I'm waking up at night to breastfeed KD or give him his bottle, I would cry. I would cry. I wasn't myself for at least a month, 6 weeks. I wasn't myself. If they tell me it's time to breastfeed KD, I would start crying because then I had something they call it nipple block or something. My nipple was blocked. I had whitish things blocking my nipple. It was, the breast would not come out, nothing. KD would not suck it. I would press. Oh, nothing. At night, KD will wake up. I'm not one to wake up at night, but childbirth taught me. I would wake up at night to make sure KD eats his food. He would cry. I could not sleep at least 2 hours straight. He was waking up every 2 hours. My mother had not yet come. It was my sister. I was with my other sister. My mom had something to do in the east. So fast forward like a week after I gave birth, yes, my mother came. We went back to my house. The main normal started. Nobody could save me from my mother except my husband, which he eventually came in, but she would say, "Hey, come on, give this boy breast milk. Come on, feed this child. I go. I said, Mom, let him drink milk. Hey, tears will fill my eye. My eye will be you put KD will suck it. I will scream. I will shake, sweat. I will be crying. You suck, 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 and you sleep. You suck, 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 and you sleep. The nipple was getting bad. It was getting worse. I couldn't express properly because he wasn't sucking it. I wasn't producing much because he wasn't sucking it. The breast was just engorged. It would just be paining me. Like I was carrying a heavy weight on my chest and painful. But we're still giving him milk. I couldn't do anything about it. He was taking milk. KD will take milk. KD will suck breast when he wants, but the breast wasn't getting better. I even got introduced. Okay, then this account gave me breastfeeding cookies, everything for breastfeeding to bring out breast milk. It worked though. It worked for me. But KD wasn't sucking. So it wasn't worth it. KD wasn't sucking. So the whole breastfeeding cookie, the yogurt, the tea, everything, nothing was, there was no use. My pain in the vagina wasn't funny. The pain in the vagina wasn't funny. It was still healing. At some point, I felt if I sit down, pain. And I had to sit on hard surface. You know, when you have a child, you don't sit on soft surfaces. I don't know if it's only Nigeria and Africa, but it is a thing here. And I'm not going to tell you, if not, when you want to fart, you will not have grip on your vagina again. You will fart anyhow. You cannot hold your poo. Plenty stories surrounding you. So I had to succumb with the rules, though. I had to do it all night, just the whole yard. I was sitting on hard surface chairs, hard rubber chairs. I wasn't sitting on sofa. I wasn't sitting on the bed. If I want to breastfeed, I had to sit on that chair. I had a permanent seat in my sitting room. I had a permanent seat in my living room, in my room to breastfeed KD. It was a whole struggle. I wasn't finding it funny because I am not one to be chained in the house. As you can see, I like to come out. I'm always outside. I like to be on the move. So that whole journey was new to me. Motherhood was new to me. My sisters were worried I wasn't going to be able to do it. Amonia was very worried in particular. She was like, how would Enke do it? Of all people, how would she do it? But I believe that with a supportive family and a supportive husband, you would make it work. If I could make it work, I think anybody can make it work. I cannot stay one place. If I could stay at home and nurture this child, it was the will of God and the grace of the Lord. Which is why to go for the second journey, I have to think it through. Because to do this whole thing again isn't going to be easy and it's not funny. If you want to get pregnant, if you want to have a child, you have to prepare your mind for it. Your body, your soul, your spirit, everything has to be ready to have that baby. If not, you would be depressed. I was almost depressed because I would always be crying. My mom would say, "It's okay, stop crying. Okay, rest. Let's go out. Let's take a walk. Let's drive around. Let's just go. Leave the environment." I was sad, but thank God they helped because some mothers go through a lot because the men and their parents and their family insist they do exclusive, even when they see it's very difficult for them. Exclusive is good. Yes, I agree. But when it's not possible, when it's difficult, when it's to the mother's detriment, to the detriment of the mother, you do away with it and do what you can. You do I did the one that worked for me. My sisters, majority of them did exclusive. All of them, in fact, did exclusive. I couldn't do it. And I rested. And my child is hale and hearty. He has ticked all his milestones when due. Like, he's even faster than them. So, what am I worried about? God is with me. The stitches on the vagina, that is the terrible one. The bleeding, you will bleed for a while. What helped me was I took Zobo. I took Zobo one fateful day, like I think 4 days after birth, and I took Zobo. And I went to have my bath. The blood that came out was big like this. A very big lump of blood just put out. I couldn't even flush it down the drain. I couldn't even flush it down. That's how big it was. Then they'll rub me with hot water, they'll bathe me with water. It was painful. They'll take a hot towel, and use your stomach on your body. Then they'll tie your tummy. They use wrapper to kill me. The week I gave birth, they used wrapper. They tied my tummy with wrapper. They chained me. I was tying the wrapper on my tummy for at least 4 months. Yes, for at least 4 months. It's not easy. It's not funny. The stitches, it was healing. At some point, I thought that the stitches had loosened because it was painful. I didn't understand why it was that painful. I would say, Onye, please check. It's as if the stitches does loose. Check. It's paining me. I'm in so much pain. Why am I in so much pain? Let me take drugs. I once took this things they put inside the sheet hole for pain. I almost did it because it was very painful. I would be crying. I can't sit down properly. I can't stand up properly. Felt like something was wrong. But people say it's normal, though. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody is telling women about it. You will see me stressed, worried. Something else that mothers should have in mind is don't Google your child's symptoms. Please. Please. Google almost gave me heart attack. There was this thing Katie was, which is actually normal with babies. If they are sleeping, they'll be jacking or shaking, shaking their legs, just moving their legs, like involuntary movements. And as a new mom, you would always watch your child sleep. You want to notice every single thing. You want to notice everything. I was watching. And when I was noticing the kid I went on Google. Before my sister and my husband came back from where they went to, I was in hot tears. I was crying. They say Katie has epilepsy. They say Katie is sick. They say no, ma. I was I was crying. Mother told me, don't you ever Google your child's symptoms. It's a bad thing to do because they'll put high job, hypertension. Then boy moms, they don't tell us enough about circumcision. How can I, with my 2 hands, carry the pikin wey God give me, carry him to the hospital, then people butcher his penis that way, and then expect me to be nursing him, cleaning, clearing. I could not clean KD. Until the ring fell off. That's how scared I was. My mother was doing the whole thing. I would snap every day. I would snap and send, Onye, is the penis healing well? I'll snap. She, is the penis healing well? I sent that child's penis to everybody that could help me decipher if the penis was healing well. I was worried. But it went well. The navel fell on time. Everything went well. But if I had known about most of these things, so next time I was experienced because I had sisters, but being my own child, it seemed like I knew nothing. And people don't talk about it. When you go online, postpartum is not the topic people talk about often. They face pregnancy and pre-birth. They don't look at the postpartum at all. And women go, and that's why women get very depressed after giving birth, because the whole experience is new to them. After the trauma of giving birth, you now come to the trauma of healing. It's not funny. Then your body would change. Your body would change. I don't think you can get back to how you used to be. Your body would change. The tummy is not fine anymore. It's not sexy anymore. the fats. If you're not careful, you will blow. You will blow away. There was a day I checked my weight and I was like, what? I have to hit. That's how I hit the gym. I started watching. Before that time, I was breastfeeding. I was eating biscuits. Every day I'm eating biscuits. I had to be careful though, because I was adding so much weight. I was weighing like, it was not 76, 78. From what? From my usual weight of 60. I moved that. No, the weights. It will depress you because you see crop top. Bye to your boyfriend. You will not wear crop top for a long time. Unless you just want to go all out like that. You don't even want to know. You will not wear crop top. Bodycon gowns, you will fear to wear them because all the contour will be showing. You cannot go back to those your CCAO clothes unless you put in the work to lose some weight. Unless you're intentional about losing weight. If not, if you leave yourself, oh, I'm a slim person, I'm going to maintain being slim. I was doing intermittent fasting. I was eating from 4 to 8 p.m. Then from 8 p.m. till 4 the next day, I will not eat. I had to stop because it looked like I was knocking on my door. I had to stop. Not only me fat. I fight, I'm not keep person. So I hit the gym. And I've not gone to where I want to be. I weigh 72 now. I want to go back to 60, but I know it's not possible. But I want to lose weight. I want to lose more weight. My husband said, The down, beautiful. The up, lose it. Look at him. It's the whole package, bro. The belly, the bum bum, the arms is a full package. Take it or leave it, or we lose it all. Simple. Don't allow anybody pressure you. Nobody should pressure you. It changed your body. You can go to the gym. Don't anybody pressure you at all. Don't allow them. If you cannot do it, rest. No pressure, my sister. You went through, do you know where you went to? A whole journey. I beg, rest. Do your thing. Do you. The whole world will adjust. So don't take it and say, oh, during my time I did this. Then do your own time. Let me do my own time. That was something that was good. I had going for me. I did exclusive. I did my thing. 3 months, KD rejected the breast milk. 3 months. He rejected the breast milk. He stopped sucking completely at 3 months. No joke. I didn't stop him. He stopped sucking at 3 months. If I put the breast, he would scream. He would cry. My guy was sucking this breast and not sucking this one. KD will suck this breast and not suck this one. That was when I was breastfeeding him. But at 3 months, he rejected the both of them completely. So I stopped breastfeeding at 3 months. Yes, I gave birth to KD in September. By December, I had stopped breastfeeding because he rejected at December. Then when he clocked 3 months, he stopped. So I started giving him pap, milk. Then at 5 months, I think at 4 months, I started giving him cereal and food. I was putting food in his mouth. That's how I did it too. And now, KD eats anything you give him, any food you give him, he'll eat it. He'll drink pap, he'll take cereal. He doesn't even take only milk anymore. He takes his milk from his pap, his cereal, and the normal food. So, I can't kill myself. This whole video, the whole idea of this to tell you that you should do you. Don't even try to emulate anybody. Just do what it is that works for you. Because no pregnancy is the same, and no postpartum journey is the same. Don't allow anybody influence and say, during my time, I gave my child this. I didn't give my child water. I didn't give my child milk. I didn't use coconut water. Nobody should influence you. Whatever it is you want to do, you do it. As long as it does not mean you should go and hit your child's head on the wall or on the floor. Whatever you think it is right for your child, do it. I agree you should ask for opinion from medical practitioners, doctors, nurses. Yes, I agree. But I'm sure you also have an idea. When you get information, then you compare and contrast and pick what it is that you feel will work for you. They'll say, don't lie, don't do this with you, don't do this. Just figure it out. Your baby should sleep at this time. Your baby should do this one. KD stopped waking up at night. I think at 5 months, he stopped waking up at night. My mom helped me. She said, when he wakes up at night, it's not every time you give him food. Sometimes you just cuddle him or leave him to lie on his bed on his own. It helped. At 5 months, KD was sleeping full. He wasn't waking up at night anymore. Till date, if he wakes up at night, it's maybe because he hadn't enough sleep or he just wants to wake up. But you see, waking up at night to look for food. I don't feed him at night anymore. He's going to a year. I don't feed him at night. I don't give him food at night. So you can imagine, when he wakes up at night now, I just give him water and send him to bed. So when he has his last meal, either by 8, 9, or 10, whatever time he goes to bed, no food till the next morning when we have to go to work. So he wakes up early. So when he wakes up at that 6, I give him food and then we'll continue. Then I was doing every 2 hours, and I increased to 3 hours. Now KD eats every 4 to 5 hours. Doesn't eat every second like that anymore. I just wanted to do what was working for me. KD is from a family of huge men and huge women. So if you leave him, if you feed him as they say, every 2 hours, every 3 hours, he's going to be very fat. He used to be a very fat baby. When he was eating every 2 hours, he was a very fat baby. So by the time I stopped all that, he was reducing, he was emaciating. Now he's adding weight again because I started eating everything. KD eats everything. So, and that's why now we reduced it to 4 or 5 hours. Sometimes if he's sleeping, I leave him to sleep. If he sleeps for 4 or 5 hours, I will leave him to sleep. 6 hours, I will leave him to sleep. Anytime he wakes up, you will eat. I will not go and carry you up and give you food. So, do what it is that works for you. Don't listen to people. People can confuse you. Okay, take advice, but don't let it throw you. Don't say, because A did it like this, I will do as A did. It worked for her. I like how her baby turned out. It might not work for you. So do you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and me ranting. Of course, I was ranting, but I hope this video was helpful. No, I am not pregnant. I can't deny you. Just to clarify, I am not pregnant. Don't worry, when we are pregnant, we would know now. We are in this journey together. We would know. My next video, I'm not done on this postpartum journey. My next video will wow you guys because that particular topic. Nobody wants to talk about it yet because it is gory. It is, I think, like people say that's disgusting. People feel like I will not do that, but then that topic is coming up. You will enjoy the topic. Do you know what that topic is? I'll reveal it soon. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Kindly share this video, like, comment, engage. Tell me how your postpartum journey was. If it was different from mine, tell me. I'm sure there's some details I have left that I can't remember, but with time I will do videos to follow up to this one. Tell me how your postpartum journey was. Was it something you enjoyed? Was it something that stressed you? How did you feel? How did it happen for you? I would like to know. Let's discuss. Let's enlighten each other. If you're a new mom, congratulations. If you're an aspiring mom, it will happen for you. If you are pregnant, just God will help you. You'll do your own and you'll be just fine. Have a lovely day. See you in my next video. Bye, guys.
Hold me close till I get up.